that will be the end of the round.
Yep. So we can display again our beautiful streaming setup and show the PTSD roster for the match. So if you can have a look at this, this is the roster for the team. So we have, oh, I forgot DTWM in the roster. So it's FRMD people, Edim, DTWM, and Dick T. I don't know which when I forgot. We can see all the statistics. I cannot show it for the ASFX, but it's already pretty cool to have this one here. We can see the best weapon, the class they use to play, and of course their HSR and IVI scores and KDR. So it's a pretty good insight on the players who are participating. Hope you're enjoying that. Yeah, it's a pretty dense setup for the streams, but it should provide a good tournament with many matches for every team possible and matches between teams who are somewhat even level. So we should not see too much big stumps that could demotivate the team. So that should be a pretty interesting tournament. And on the 2-mass
10,
lane,
9,
that's a lot
8,
of MBTs.
7, 6, 5, 4,
I'm seeing 5
3,
prowlers
2,
and
1.
Mosquitas.
Match start, match start.
The match
There we
is
have it.
started.
Match has started.
We are going to follow the Protoss and probably should follow the air group because they are going to face those scythe. And the Liberators are already there. The
That is a
battle
lot of
started.
liberators from
Yeah,
the VS side.
I'm seeing
That is
4 of them.
interesting.
That's interesting. Do you think they are all gunned, like at least 2 pilots inside them?
That is a good question. I mean, with all those people, I don't think they will have every. I don't think it will be 2-man lips. See a big air battle going on. It's hard. I think TR has the take on VS right now. Does look like that. Oh, and a liberator trying to destroy one of those prowlers there.
What's happening on the point? I'm just changing the name of the team on the overlay because I missed
Still,
something.
no team has still touched the point.
Yeah, so
it
exactly
seems
like
they're
interesting.
It seems like they're trying to go with destroy as many air vehicles as they can, destroy all the vehicles, kind of forcing the other team to use more nanites, because in Lanesmash, nanite conservation is what you really want to think about. Each team started out with 750 nanites because they have pre-pulled their stuff, but every time they pull, they will use the nanites, and they only regain 50 nanites every minute.
We are saying, I think that's the VS side. I need to switch to Empire colors before.
And now there we have it. Some VS people finally going for the point.
No maxes, interestingly enough. Maybe they're going to pull them afterwards, but we're not seeing any max on the point right now, which is a good point to put maxes on. The Liberators on the TR side, I've missed that one, are pounding down the infantry moving to the point. But
definitely. But as we kind of expected, TR has taken control of the air completely. There's not that many of the VS sites left. VS gone for the point now.
And the galaxy, the TR galaxy is there, so maybe they're about to drop something on the point. Let's see that. But yeah, the TR has full control of the air.
That galaxy only has one guy in it, so I don't think there's going to be dropping anyone. We do have the TR Sunday trying to push up on that. That's getting destroyed. That Mech Rider completely destroyed that Thunderer there. So right now, VS would control the point. Not that many TR infantry people around.
Yeah, but they don't need to be on the point for now. Like, they need to set up properly before a push. That's for sure. They can have the time to set up their Sundies and start slowly killing everyone on the point, because I don't see any spawn point from VS. They probably have a cloak Sundy somewhere on the
Oh,
back of the lane.
they have a cloak Sunday around on the back side there. I saw that deploy earlier. Like, how many VS do we have inside the point? We have
a squad, I guess,
one
with one max.
Yeah, one max and a few people inside the point. If PTSD makes a good push for that's not gonna hold for long, I think. PTSD moving up, two Thunders now there. What is that? That is one Rep Boss and one.
The Bulldog RSR is there, trying to sneak and get a few kills, but I'm not sure if they can kill a lot of things inside the point building as long as there are medics inside it. But the TR is setting up for the push. They have all their anti-infantry weaponry on it.
Yeah, TR is definitely pushing up and trying to just box them in with their bulldogs, get the screen shake and get ready for a good push. You see a TR Max coming up now. You see, what is he wearing? He seems like a pounder Max there.
Do you think the VS, like, we have a squad on point, but do you think the other VS are trying to pull something out? Like, I'm seeing still 3 Mag Riders alive, trying to slowly hit the Mag Riders and the Protoss who are hiding a bit.
Yeah, I think those Mag Riders are trying to take out all the armor or any Sundies coming to reinforce.
They are waiting. There is at least 2 Protoss waiting for them, and the Liberators and the Mosquitoes are also going to help. This is, oh, that Mag Rider is about to die.
But PTSD is taking their time. There's still 1 minute and 20 left on the timer.
Yeah, they start to need to move quickly, but they can just redeploy inside the Sundies and get on the point. They still have 2 Sundies there.
Yeah, they still have their Sundies there, and they still have 1 minute on the timer. There's no need for them to push in yet, but it is getting close to when we need to see that push coming from the...
Almost all the VS squad is on one corner. One grenade can wipe them all. That's pretty...
Yeah, yeah, but that is the corner where you want to stand, to be honest. Yeah. It is the hardest part to get a grenade in there. You can't shell them from outside. That is where you want your people to stay.
Yep, those Bulldog, I'm doing a pretty scary job of scaring everyone.
45 seconds. Like,
I don't know what TR is doing. They need to push right now. Like,
they are grouping up now. TR's grouping up on the side. Still not ready to push in. I think TR is gonna cut it like 2 seconds to get in.
Oh, those Panda Maxes are starting to show up on the rest of the VS.
Now we see TR dropping out of the air vehicles as well. Is it gonna be enough? I am not sure.
The TR Max is dead, but the TR infantry is also wiping up
They
everyone.
are pushing in now. It is flipping
That's
to TR.
Over.
That was...
TR got the point at the last minute, so that's good strategy of the PTSD team to secure the surrounding of the base at first and then push for the point. Win them probably another capture right now. I don't think VS can show up in the last 15 seconds to recapture the base.
Now let's see, do they have people up on the next base ready to recap?
That's the interesting question. Aoka Chemical is not the easiest base to capture the point unlike Tumas, but it's still pretty easy to get someone on.
TR's got the vehicle terminal hacked there, but I just see a VS guy coming forward. He's destroying the vehicle terminal, but was it in time enough? Do we have any spawn points for TR up here? I don't think so.
I'm not seeing any pre-cappers.
We have a TR boss placed, but it's not where I would use it. Now let's see, we have a single guy. We have Michael from PTSD, one of their ringers, pushing in. He put down a beacon. Oh, but he got destroyed there by a lot of VS people.
Michael tried to get inside the building, but the VS did a good job of redeploying people and rushing to the point before TR could have anyone. So at least they have a pretty good defense setup, so it's not going to be easy for PTSD to push in. However, PTSD has control of the air, so the VS are about to have a really troubling issue to
But the thing is for here, Chemical, that air is not gonna matter at all, because this is inside a very, very close space. They will need to go full on ground to get in here. They do have control of the match right now, PTSD, but they have no spawn points close. They all have to go over through those bridges. They do have a Sunday placed on the northern side though, but it's still a far walk for them.
And the beacons are not going to be enough to sustain a push and get people. They only have like 3 or 4 people already. Is that However, like we can just maybe wait and see, because they might just use the same strategy as before, set up and secure the surrounding of the base, and make sure they get everything set up before pushing.
But is that, I'm not sure that was smart. That is kind of how you would attack this on live. But as soon as they let off, if they move people away from Chimney Rock, that is where VS has the opportunity to strike back at them, and they will have all their people up here. It's going to be interesting to see how both of the
Any
teams.
VS. Sorry for cutting you.
No, sorry.
I'm not seeing any VS on Chimney Rock, and I've seen until then quite a good amount of TR on Chimney Rock, so I'm assuming they have at least 6 people on the point or something, ready to deny any pre-camp from the VS.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much right on that. I think VS right now has gone into full-on defense mode.
They are trying to turtle inside that building, but they don't have that much help from TR, because they are pushing from every door right now, at least people on every door to get angles and kill people.
Yeah, PTSD trying to find that angle to get in there, but it is hard when a team is fully set up inside, as we see right now with AFSX. They have 24 people inside on the point. TR right now has a few people out in their prowlers. They still have people in the air. They still have people around. Which means they will try to push in on their pop, which is gonna make it very, very hard.
Interestingly enough, I'm seeing TR having oh wait, no, that's even now. But I've seen TR having more population on the lane than on the base than VS. Maybe that's due to observer cams. However.
Yeah, I think that's due to observer.
I'm on NC, so at least hey.
We see a lot of TR grouping up on the roof there, 4 or 5 people. Probably gonna set up for a DOPS push. Let's see if they can do this coordinated. If they do a coordinated push through the DOPS, and they push through one of DOPS, meaning the double doors, of course, and through the ground floor as well, that might be enough for them to push through. Now we see a Thunder from PTSD pushing up, which gives them a spawn point a lot closer.
Oh, they have an angle on those the stairs, the big stairs, and that Bulldog aggressor is doing a good job, slowly pushing the VS deeper and deeper inside the base. We are seeing some TR on the doors, though. That was only one dude, and he's probably dead or above on the.
But VS is still nicely set up here. Not.
Yeah, they're not going to be easy to dislodge, but I don't think they have a. If one guy dies and he's not being able to raise, I'm not sure he's going to be able to come back to inside the building.
No, I think you're completely right there. If they lose one of the guys and he has to push back in, that's gonna be very, very difficult. We just saw one trying to push over the bridge there, but he got destroyed completely. It's gonna be hard, but it's not impossible. Like right now, if I was VS, I would send someone to Chimney Rock and try to get that pre-cap, get that back cap going on them.
We're seeing a few VS on Chimney Rock, so it's for sure a thing. Let's go on Chimney Rock and see if there's anything set up there, just for curiosity. We are seeing still Sandy, but no one on point, no one visible. But the TR, I'm not seeing even beacons, interestingly. No one here. Only a few people on the rocks watching out, maybe.
Oh, and there we have it. TR is finally pushing. They are touching the point briefly. VS has been. But VS is taking control again. They pushed off that TR pushback, and now they're trying to regain control.
Yep, we're seeing the dead bodies of the TR. There isn't much going on right now. The TR is trying to find a way to push inside, trying to pick from all doors at the same time, but it's not really working because the VS is set up in a way that the TR really need to push to get kills, and we're going to die first.
Yeah, and VS is set up pretty well inside. And they seem to have revived their fallen teammates, so they still have a lot of people inside. I count 5, 8, around the full squad inside at least.
Oh, they probably have a bit more than the squad, but maybe we have a few VS trying to pull migrators again, but I don't think they have much of a chance trying to contest the surrounding of the base. Oh, I'm seeing wait, A small stairs push? No. That's...
But TR is slowly taking away of the VS people. It's gonna be, there's fewer and fewer of the VS people inside. If TR keeps this up, I'm not sure how long VS can sustain this, but
we're seeing a small stair push, but I think there's way enough people on the VS side to try and there's that way. The zombies are here. Oh, TR is trying to has a hold on the server building.
there we have it. TR is pushed through the double doors. We do see a few VS people coming, trickling in behind. Small stairs. VS is still holding. This is a good hold for VS.
There's only have a few people left right now, but TR doesn't have a strong squad to push the building right now, and neither team are using maxis, interestingly enough, when a Ponder or Comet max would be really useful, especially for the DS, to try and pick at the vehicle, shooting them.
Yeah, but we did see TR pull a lot of extra vehicles after the first cap, which means they probably used quite a few nanites for that. They might be conserving that for the tech plan.
We're seeing dead bodies coming out of the sky from the VS, that's weird. Maybe it was a site dying. We're not seeing the air battle, but I'm seeing mosquitoes being shot at from the air, so maybe there's a few scythe. Oh, I'm seeing a vehicle push from the VS, 2 Magraders, a Skyward and a Thunder right here. And
yeah, VS are trying to take control again.
But the vehicle bridge is hacked, so they cannot get inside the base. They're trying to push the ESFs out, I think, with
we now have a guy going to see. Oh, he got killed. Where did he get killed from? Oh, I have no clue. TR trying to group up outside, see if they can push in through one of the. There we see some TR maxes. Let's see where they're gonna take these guys. Are they gonna go for a small stairs push yet? Yeah, no. Yes, now we see a TR push for the small stairs. There we have them pushing in. Let's see. This might get them the point unless VS gets some C4 or something.
Do they have engineers? That's the question. The push seems to have worked. Now they're on the point.
Yes, TR finally managed to find that hole and get their maxes in. Now they're taking control of the point. It's going to be interesting to see if VS can
they are pushing the
wear down the TR now.
But they are not going to work. The VS has control of the vehicle around the base now. The table have turned at the last moment. Now it's VS job to recapture the building, and they have the vehicles to shoot inside it. I'm not sure if they have anti-infantry vehicle, however, because I've seen a lot of anti-air weaponry, not really Bulldog Thunderers or any Arator actually.
Now, so far, I think the VS vehicles have been focused on taking care of the TR vehicles, which is actually not a bad idea, because if they can destroy all their spawn points around, they still have time to push in and retake their point. And now TR won't have any spawn points left for them.
TR has excuse me, I need to cough. The TR doesn't have the luxury that DS had before, like they cannot respawn from the spawn room, so it's going to be much harder for them to come to back to the building if they die out of the reach of the medics. And I think VS has control of the roof, I assume. Oh, we still have the VS has beacons, and the roof isn't contested by anyone actually, so... Oh, the mosquitoes are back though. Okay, the Thunders are slowly dying and the Magraders are not being manned, so... Only one Magrador is alive, and he's using his Walker to kill the
I think we have some VS, yes, VS with a push for some maxes here, but VS, you're not grouping up enough, you need to be grouped up more. The VS coming through the tunnels, they're not pushing in through up the big stairs with their maxes. Let's see what's happening. Oh, but TR was ready for that.
Yep, I'm seeing that maxes, and the double door seems to be pushed by the VS, but they are not managing to stay alive, so... Oh,
no, I think TR was ready for that push in there, with where VS tried to push through the tunnels and then through up the big stairs, but TR was just ready with their C4 and they got stopped right in their tracks there.
And unlike VS, is that a smoke? No, never mind, it was a Reaper thing. TR has maxes to defend, so pushing them is going to be much harder without maxes. They need to pick the engineers and the medic first, maybe at the start, but those maxes are going to be really hard to kill, especially since there's like 3 or 4 of them, 4 of them actually. Oh, the VS has, I think, a Comet Max here. No,
VS
no, AI.
pushed in through double doors. They have taken control of the first room after the double doors. Let's see if they can get those maxes.
Those C4 are doing a
good
really
C4s
good job.
on those maxes, and all the TR maxes are now down. VS, oh, they still have one max left for the TR, but VS made a good push there.
They need to push right now. They need to kill the medics who are using the medic guns and not trying to.
12 minutes remaining. 12 minutes remaining.
Room now. There's only one TR max alive, but he's.
This was a good push by the VS, and VS does have ground control right now, which means TR have no spawn points close. So unless the TR medics can get everyone up again, then that's a good opening for VS, and VS is touching the point now.
Yep, the VS have done it. Like they managed to kill all the people.
That was
TR there.
Good play by VS there, pushing in through double doors, taking control of that first room, and then using C4 to take care of those maxes. TR, I'm not sure what TR was doing there. I think they were more concerned about the doors down from double doors and everything. It seems like there was a miscommunication there.
And TR is trying to push inside, but they don't have the numbers right now. I don't think VS is bringing in max right now, so we'll see if they might have to hold the point.
No, VS is still going just with the normal infantry, no maxes there. And TR just used a lot of resources to get those maxes in there. Let's see what's happening in the next couple of minutes. Can VS turn this around? It's gonna be interesting. There's still 11 minutes remaining in the match. They have 2 minutes remaining on this timer. Then they can go back up for Chimney Rock. Still have no people there, but they don't need them yet.
Oh, there's 2 minutes before they can try and get a hold on Chimney Rock, but the TR doesn't seem to have any spawn point except for the beacons, so it's going to be really hard for them to push.
Exactly, that was a smart pull by VS there. They pulled back, they got their vehicles in, they destroyed all the other TR vehicles, they destroyed the TR spawn points, which I talked about earlier. Like, they do that, and then they push in and push TR off the point, and then it's going to be hard for TR to push back in. That was a good play by VS.
Maybe TR is trying to prepare for a push double door. I'm seeing a lot of shotguns and people on the roof, but they don't have, seems to have even enough people to kill the people outside the double doors. Well, the mosquitoes are going to hit, that's for sure.
Yeah, it seemed like TR thought they had that one in the back with their maxes and everything set up, and now they're kind of strangling to figure out what we will do next. They still have a good minute to figure out how to push back in.
The interesting question is, is TR starting to prepare for a pre-cap on Chimney Rock, because the VS can just hold the point for a minute and then move back to Chimney Rock. And TR doesn't seem to have a response in an incoming minute to try and get inside the building.
Now that is what VS should now be thinking about, getting someone up for Chimney Rock, getting someone there to just flip the point, get them some briefing room, like just flipping that point for 10 seconds, give them 10 seconds more to think, alright, what will we do now? But they might just be pulling all their resources into defending this one. I think we have another TR push coming over one. I see some maxes pulling together on one of the bridges. That's gonna be interesting to see if that's gonna be enough for them.
Where are they coming from? Oh yeah, they have a
yeah, there we have them coming over the bridge. Long walk for them. VS should be ready if they have their recon darts out. We'll see.
Seeing still 1 point on max at least, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's going to have maxes okay with the expanders. He's going to have to shoot at infantry with that. And they definitely know there's a push coming now, and those monsters are being
going for that small
lashes. Oh, TR is going to push with another 3 maxes now. I'm not sure that's going to work out well for them. Chimney Rock is not being flipped right now, but it's probably going to happen at some point if TR is too slow to get from the point.
You have VS people up there. Oh shit.
They are on the point, but at least 1 max is already dead. I'm seeing C4s flying around. TR seems to have control of the point room, at least. Now they are pushing the small stairs. VS has 5 people on the
7 minutes 50 seconds
on the corridor, but that's not really going to work. Those EV is peeking to try and get rocket launcher shot at the.
And we do have VS people up at Chimney Rock. I'm gonna go over there and check while you still stay there.
The point is not flipping. They must have a. Wait.
No, we had one guy there on the point, but he got killed.
point is flipping on Ayaka, so it's good for TR. However, the fight is so close. The VS seems to be taking control of the point. That was really close. The zombies are probably not going to fall for long.
No, and TR done the smart thing. They still have 1-2 guys left on Chimney Rock taking care of any backcaps VS might try to do.
The fight for the point is quite tough, but the VS has a lot more people right now, so the push from TR did not work like in the end. They probably wasted more nanites from the max. It's probably going to be harder for them to do another push actually.
TR definitely wasted a lot of nanites. They also had to repull some vehicles since VS destroyed the ones they had all around. They had to pull maxes again, and I see another max push coming for TR. They are going hard for this. They want this space. They want those 2 points going into next round.
The Bulldog Eraser is working on the inside it. But I'm seeing also Viper Lightning, interestingly. The VS are falling back to the double stairs, but I think TR is ready to push on the small stairs. Indeed, it's going on right now. The maxes are inside the base, the point base. And they are shooting. Where's VS? I'm not seeing VS anywhere. See, the point is flipping. I hope VS was not caught in the middle of a redeployment to get to Chimney Rock.
I think that was exactly what happened there. I have no clue where they actually went. That's a good question.
There is only, let me check, 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, so TR still has time for this one. VS should have held this a bit more and try and secure it.
It's a really close match actually.
VS is trying to regroup now. You have a few people pushing in through small as we saw TR do it.
VS is also pushing by the small stairs though. The TR is going back on the point right now, but it's a pretty tough battle. I'm seeing more TR inside the point though, so...
Yeah, I think we see now TR split up a bit more instead of having everyone in that small lobby up big stairs. We have seen them split up more now, getting ready for pushes from all doors. I think VS scrambling a bit. Let's see if we can find them. Let's see where they're going from.
Oh, it's VS then to have a harasser. What kind of weapon does he have?
Oh yeah, VS is also making ready for another push. We see Maxes. They're gonna go through the tunnels. It's gonna be interesting. I think they're gonna try and do the same again, pushing in.
I'm seeing Max is going through the double doors, so it will be going to be pushed from both double doors and the small stairs. That Max is dying really quickly, however. And I think they are back to recount. They are getting inside the building, and the Max do right now, but the Founders are going to wait for the VS Max.
And VS also trying to pushing up big stairs now. They are inside. They are pushing up the big stairs.
Yeah.
They are taking care of the TR. This is a good push by VS, but they also need to do it now.
They are doing a pretty good job right now. Like, they have maxes everywhere, but the point is solidly in the end of TR, so they're going to have to push and kill the people.
VS seems to have taken control now. They are taking care of the last tier people. TR is really dug in around the point, but we do see mostly VS, and they are flipping the point now. This was again another good push from the VS.
4 minutes remaining.
3 minutes, so it could still go on, but it's going to be really hard.
There's 4 minutes remaining, which means with VS, if they can just get the timer to 0 now, that means no other teams will be able to cap anymore. TR needs to go in and flip the point now if they will have any chance of getting this extra point.
Oh, I'm seeing migrator shots here, so probably not good. Yep, the Sunday on the Sunday on the bridge is dead, so I don't know where TR is going to go for to come from, but they're coming with beacons, so only infantry. Let's see what's doing. They, I think, are pushing the double doors, but they're seeing a lot of dead bodies.
Yes, TR has used a lot of nanites on 3 pushes with maxes. They're gonna have to push this with infantry now. They're probably pretty nanite drained. They have to think about there's another round and not that long. They only have an 8 minute break between rounds.
There's a 40 minutes recap on the
3 minutes remaining.
So
3 minutes remaining.
It means that if the TR gets the point right now, it's going to be a 3 minute and 30 second recapture.
You're correct. The first round will end.
The match is over.
1-0 to PTSD for the first round. They do not have enough time to get another point. So right now, both of the teams are probably thinking, all right, we can get some infantry kills. Doesn't really matter. Don't use any more nanites, anyone. We'll see what happens in round 2. That's going to be interesting.
So, PTSD getting 1 point, capturing Chimney Rock. They did not manage to get inside the Ayoka Chemical, which is quite hard of a base to push actually. I think it's harder to push Ayoka than to push Tumas Island. However, we'll see that in the second round if they manage to capture Chimney Rock again and if they manage to capture Tumas Islands or not.
Yeah, I think TR, they had a good hold there on Hayoka at one point where they had all their maxes inside, they had the timer ticking down, there was no VS inside. Then VS was smart. They went around the base, figured out where the spawn points were, figured out, alright, if you kill those, and then we push in, then what will TR do? And it worked well for VS.
Yep. And I think they're still fighting here, but I think they figured out it's not going to work anymore. Let's kill the beacons here. Quickly, they're going to die, probably, with the respawn of the continent.
Oh yeah, it's still not ended though. So
oh yeah, it wasn't called, my bad. I think both teams are ceasing fire anyway. Maybe we shouldn't have done that, but hey.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
And we're seeing the Liberators moving to their next home base to just save up nanites. Interesting.
Yeah, so both teams will have to leave.
1 minute remaining.
And VS actually managed to flip Chimney Rock even though it doesn't matter. Yeah. But that's gotta be good for the moral of the VS team for the next round.
And TR is fighting on Chimney Rock to try and recapture, but we're only seeing infantry and a few Liberators.
It's gonna be interesting
40
how
seconds
both
in the
teams
round.
will attack the next round. If you were any of the teams, what would you do for this one, Mauri?
Oh, I do not know because
30 seconds in the round.
The TR managed to get the proper setup for the capture of Chimney Rock. So if they manage to do that again, and the VS doesn't have a good strategy for the capture of it, just keeping infantry inside the point is not going
15 seconds
to work.
left.
So they need to fight for the control of the surrounding of the base
10,
at the start.
9,
I would do
8,
what PTSD
7,
did and
6,
wait for the last minute
5,
to get the point.
4,
I do
3,
agree on that, but if I was
2,
VS, I would also think,
1.
alright,
End of round, end of round.
infantry.
Please leave the
you can
continent.
actually
The next
fight
round
them
will
off when
begin
they
in
try
8
to do
minutes.
stuff. So I would put even more people on that point if it was me. Or try to put some more Sunders around because their vehicles did pretty fine actually. Their Mag Riders seem to have control, at least around Chimney Rock.
Seconds.
Last base.
All right,
Yeah, VS definitely going for another tactic
10,
here.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Both teams going for a completely different setup here. This is gonna be interesting.
Let's go and see TR. I'm seeing a lot of Thunderers for from VS, but I'm not seeing the TR setup right now because I'm struggling to get on them. A lot more Thunderers too, interesting. Or actually, was it the same amount? I'm not sure, but there's quite a lot of Thunderers. 4, 5.
But VS completely abandoning the air. We see what 5, 6 sides against that massive TR Mossy there. We think we have again up to 10 Mossies in the air.
But the knight of the second round is making for a pretty good shot with the Walkers on the Sun. Is going a good shot on the aircraft. However, I'm not sure if that's going to work against the sea of MBTs that TR is pulling out on the road. At least I'm seeing a battle between the Mag Riders who are strafing to get a few shots. The first rower is about to die. Up, it's dead. Let's go back with the UI on.
Yeah, we have VS Sunday trying to push his way into, but he's being harassed by this light assault.
The Mag Riders are being really aggressive. They already killed 2 Protoss.
Yeah,
the
but
other ones are
that's because they haven't seen that TR armor push coming in from the backside there. I see 4 TR Sundays trying to push in, probably gonna take the back entrance into Chimney Rock. VS like first on the point, flipping it, but that's just one guy.
Oh, the air battle is pretty even now that there are as many sites as Mosquitoes, and the anti-air weaponry of the ground vehicles on the VS side is helping the Scythe to win the battle. I'm seeing more Scythe than Mosquito right now. Oh, actually no, I'm seeing the cavalry's back here. The battle is pretty intense right now. It's a lot of vehicle fight. That's really good to look at.
Both teams seems to have set up Sundays outside. Now TR Sundays are pushing in. They're gonna try and surround this this point now. Slowly pushing up. We see 3 repair buses close to each other. That is the tactic I would use as well to push in here. Don't see many maxes though.
The TR is lacking anti-air right now.
The Liberator already destroyed.
The Liberator is killing the vehicles. The
that Liberator is doing really good work.
Are on the points. Oh, the TR is losing.
And the second TR Thunderer has been destroyed, and now VS is pushing up their own Thunderers.
The point is flipping, but I'm not sure if what's on the point right now really matters. I'm seeing 1 for the max and a little bit of TR, but like that's like 4 infantry players.
But we have 3 VS Thunderers push up now. That is, we see both teams have changed their tactics for this one. TR still has one Thunderer left there on the side, trying to hide it so it can't be destroyed. But VS has also surrounded the base with their own buses. Oh, that last TR Thunderer is burning. It's gonna be destroyed in a few seconds. Yeah, that's gonna be destroyed now. And then VS Thunderer gets destroyed. This is a much more intense fight for the point than we saw in the first round. Both teams just want to exert their dominance for this one.
The TR need to get back control of the air, because right now that's when they are lacking. The VS get ready to have not have control of the air. The Thunderers and the Scythe made a good job of killing the mosquitoes, and now the TR doesn't have any way to get inside the point. They don't have any Sundies. They only have a squad of infantry with 2 maxes on the point, but the VS have the luxury of having Sundy deployed, so they can respond quite easily, and the Galaxies and Liberators and everything is slowly cleaning what's around the base.
Yes, it will definitely be interesting. TR has set themselves up inside on the point, but they do not have any help from any spawn points. They do have a single beacon up there in the rocks. But VS slowly just roaming around the base, getting ready to push in. We see some max pushing up.
They don't have any engineers, so yep.
And it's flipping for VS now, and there's no TR to help. This is not a good push by VS.
Point, but it's not enough, and the max is cleaning finally what's left of TR. VS managing for the good push at the 1 minute and 30 second mark. TR doesn't have, I think, a way to respond, so it's going to be really hard for them to get inside. Maybe a Galaxy push, but probably not going to work for them.
Yeah, TR definitely needs to regroup now and then try to push in. Pushing in from this stealth Sunday in the back is not the way you want to go, TR, with your maxes. I don't think you have time to get in there. There's 1 minute remaining. TR is trying to make a push with the rocks, trying to follow those. They have to go all the way through that entrance.
And Mag Riders are going to do pretty hard stuff on the pretty not safe for work stuff on the infantry coming here. The PPA, the PPA is shooting those maxes. It's not going to be good for them. I'm already seeing one of their maxes midlife, and that's not good to see.
Definitely a strong start from the VS. Much more control. And now TR is pushing up. They do have their maxes there, but it is being shelled by those PPA, and VX set up good inside, and they do have that Thunder on the side as well.
In 20 seconds, that's not going to work, and the VS has Galaxy
and that Galaxy is blocking the way, so they can't.
Oh, the max are on the point, but they are losing the battle right now.
It is flipping. There is TR inside.
Oh my god, TR has done it. Their push worked.
TR has pushed inside. They are resting their people.
The point is flipping back to VS. And VS is spawning back much more quickly because of the Galaxy and the Thunder.
VS taking control again. There's not many TR people left. I think this is gonna be a cap for the VS, but nice last minute try there from the TR.
Oh, and let's see if Ayuka Chemical is being flipped or not, or if TR is preparing for a push right now, but I don't think they are. Let's see what's happening.
We do have a few VS people up here, but it is not flipping yet. We have a single VS guy trying to push inside now, but there's a lot of TR people inside.
TR is rushing the point right now. I don't think VS has more than a few pre-cappers getting ready for the point. And yep, TR is on the point right now, so that pre-capper is not going to work. So now it's the exact opposite of the previous round. Let's see how VS managed to push the base, or if TR managed to get a cap back on Chimerac. 1-1, the match is even now.
Yes, it's definitely a surprising opening from both teams, and VS coming out really strong on that. That was very nice adaptation from the VS team. That is what we would like to see.
And quite interestingly enough, the Liberators did a really big job killing the Thunderers with their anti-vehicle nose gun. I'm missing the name right now, but it's got a pretty good angle on the Thunderers, and it just wrecked them in like a few seconds.
Yes, we did definitely see VS coming out stronger both on the air front. PTSD did have a lot of muscles in the air, but they seem to go for the air versus air battles, whereas the VS Air kind of went for destroying those Sundays, so that their own Sundays could push up.
The Mosquito seems to be in control of the air right now. I'm seeing a Scythe running away, and the Mosquito shooting at the infantry and the vehicles of the VS.
But this is definitely going to be interesting because the match also opens now. PTSD can, with a push for Chimney Rock, actually come back and steal this one with a 2-1 win. We've seen both teams being able to capture Chimney Rock, but both teams stagnating when you come to Chemical. That's going to be interesting to see how they're going to.
The VS Sundays is being killed by the Mosquito, so VS will not have a good push out of the bridge. I'm not seeing VS having a good way to push right now. AFSX Chemical is much harder to push than last I seen, because when the teams are pretty even, getting control of the surrounding of the base is quite important to push. So you cannot manage to get a good amount of people on the ground to push and vehicles to control and a few aircraft. That's going to lack population to push the building maybe.
Both teams seems to be trying to use the bridges and park their Sundays behind these bridges, then walk over it, which is probably. I mean, it definitely works when you're alive, but when you're in Lanesmash, you want your spawn points to be closer. You want control all the way up around those buildings, and none of the teams have been able to do that currently.
The point is flipped on Chimney Rock. Let's see what
TR now has the back cap on Chimney Rock. This is what we talked about might happen, and if TR can get this one, that means
seeing a two medic, a heavy, and a light assault though. So it's going to be hard, and we'll see if VS manage to get a quicker response time to defend the base than TR, but it's free time.
This is what TR wants. Like, every time your enemy is, anytime you flip the point, that means your enemy can't cap your bases, and TR is still ticking down time on that point, and VS finally managed to push back in. But that is 36 more seconds where VS can't really do anything up on Chemical. Even if they push in and are on the point, they can't flip it.
And TR can just manage to get in a galaxy and drop on the point before anything can be done.
Yeah, and we do see more TR people dropping on beacons now. They are trying to get back in on that point now.
I'm seeing a few VS getting on the point building in AOK. I need to manage to
but TR is close to getting in on the point. They are slowly trying to push in. I think they are touching the point now.
Oh, it's too bad because VS has like 6 people on the point in AOK Chemical, so let's see if they manage to get...
No, but those PPA are doing God's work. They're destroying all the TR pushes that comes in. VS is taking control of Chimney Rock again.
And AOK is going to be flipped by VS right now. The point is flipping. Let's see how TR reacts. We already have a few people streaming out of that bridge and trying to get back control of the double doors, but VS is there. I'm seeing a lot of people asking for daytime on the...
Yeah, that we will need one of the referees to fix that.
We'll see if that...
we see VS set up now. TR is trying to push over the bridge. They're pushing in through double doors. They have taken control of the first room. But VS is still set up on the point. I wonder where the rest of the VS are. They should have all their people here now. They got the point. It is flipping down.
But I'm seeing TR around the base and only VS inside, so... Oh wait, that's indeed not man.
But you see a few more VS people pushing over the bridges, but still not enough. Where is the rest of the VS? They should have them inside. You think TR is pushed? Yeah, TR is pushed back in. They have taken control back off the point on Chemical.
VS doesn't have a lot of spawn option, I think. Let's check the bridge, but yep, they have Sundays on the bridge, but that's a slow stream of infantry coming out and not really good enough for them to maintain a solid push. People coming one by one is not a good infantry push. We are seeing another pop of TR on the chimney rock, so they might have the base, the point, but there's still 30 seconds left before they can capture chimney rock again.
Yeah, again, we see the team stagnating when they try to attack Chemical. Both teams seems to have problems with their transitioning to the other bases, which is really the thing in Lanesmash. Like, that is what you train. You want to get those transitions pushing, working properly. VS is pushing with Maxes now. They are pushing in. They have taken control.
The point is going to flip. And it's back to TR, but is Chimney Rock flipping out? I'm seeing almost a squad on Chimney Rock on the population map.
VS is touching the point again.
Oh, and someone trying to slash suicide on the Yell chat, but it's not working. The VS has the point back on Ayoka.
No, but TR's flipped on Chimney Rock.
God, the point is showing flip, but it's not.
Right on time for TR. That was really in the last few seconds that they actually flipped that, and TR is now setting up proper on Chimney Rock.
Point. I need to stop using the same one like 3 times in a row. But we have seeing TR getting on the point, and probably have a Sunday around the rocks on the base. So
that was in the last second for TR. They actually managed to flip that. They managed to flip that point. VS just a second too late to get the point back, and TR just.
The PPA
pushing on for that. Now TR needs to get set up inside. Those PPA sites are back, trying to blow down to get the TR people back in.
Tankbuster is doing a good job. However, the Liberator also died, so the VS is pushing from the throne this time because it's not the same thing as the start of the round.
TR now going for everyone inside, get the maxes. Alright, let's see how VS will attack this one.
More Thunderers coming from
TR Michael with a Thunderer trying to push it up on the side, getting TR that much needed force multiplier help.
We're seeing VS desperately trying to get a light assault to C4 that corner with a lot of the maxis and the infantry, but I don't think that's going to work for them.
Thunder is being destroyed there. VS trying to find their way back in. I think they're frustrated. I think they thought they had that point up at Hero Chemical, but TR just a little bit too quick.
A lot less vehicles because we're not seeing. Oh, mosquitoes! I'm inside the building, so I don't know what's going on. But I'm seeing mosquitoes fight for the surrounding of the base and the.
And we see TR's regained air control after VS seems to have it for quite a while there.
That's going to be much harder job for VS to attack now.
VS pulled the Skyguard. They are pulling some Thunderers as well.
An anti-air Thunderers, I think, on the back of the base. Yep, that's a Walker Sunday. So VS has a Mag Raider shooting inside, but 2 Mag Raiders, Thunderers, they are doing everything they can to recapture. But it's 1 minute 40 until the capture. TR is doing a pretty good job right now, and I don't think they will manage to get
But this is gonna be hard for the VS to push in.
Not a lot of TRs alive inside the point.
Oh, and the C4 VS managed to push in with some good C4. VS retaking the point there.
There is still 17 minutes in the match, and that base can be captured a lot of times. So it will be really interesting to see. TR is killing. Yeah, the mosquitoes are still there, but they were not here to kill the infantry coming on the.
VS now has to control this point for 2 minutes, whereas TR are not. Alright, let's regroup, let's do another push, but they seem to all regroup around these Thunderers outside and trying to foot circuit inside.
Well, there seems to be a pretty good battle for the control of the forest near the base, so that's where the Thunderers are, and that's where TR is preparing to push. They don't seem to have a strong unified push, however, and there are still Mag Raiders potentially welcoming them. Oh, the Thunderers are dead. The Mag Raiders are dead. And TR is starting to push. Does VS have a strong presence on the point? I'm seeing 2 maxis and a little bit of infantry, but that's like an engineer and 2 maxis. TR can push that point right now. A few C4 and that's good. Engine is dead.
Yeah, TR is trying to push their way back into the point. They are bringing some more maxes, but they do have to take that long walk all the way
TR
around.
is pushing from all sides right now with infantry. Maybe they have a Thunderers on the other. No, it's a beacon on the. Oh no,
They
have
do have a Thunder on the
sides.
hills there as well. TR taking control of point again now.
And they have two. No, it's a 3-minute 40 capture now. 2 minutes 36. I need to work on my math game. The max on the point is not dying though, but the point is 50 because maxes are not there to capture points. He's about to die. Yep, pistol death. Oh, all the maxes are solo in life, but they are all dead right now. And one medic can resurrect those maxes dead. Come on, have one medic. So many lives wasted. No medics. Harasser back from VS here. The real battle is in the forest because whoever controls the forest control the Thunderers to respawn for the attackers.
VS has tried to repull some air to get control of that again because that seems to work well for them. But TR is all over that. As soon as they see them, they're just gonna be hammered down. This is gonna be an all infantry battle, and TR is right now taking control of the point again.
Yep. VS is pushing, but there is more and more TR on the point, but mostly heavies and maxes. I'm not seeing any medic. I don't know how VS is working. TR is making it work, but there's max medics and grenades. And VS doesn't seem to have a good push right now. They seem to have only a few maxes on the doors, but they are only slowly pushing from the spawn room. And I don't know, this TR still have Thunderers. No, it's
VS pushing in one by one. That's not gonna work for you guys. You need to group up and do a combined push as you did the last time. We see 4 or 5 VS pushing through the rocks there. Few people on the front. Is it gonna be enough? I'm not sure. There's 1 minute left on the point for TR now.
Yeah, VS doesn't seem to have a big push ready right now. They have mag radios now to shoot a bit inside. But
11 minutes remaining. 11 minutes remaining.
Oh, that's really hard.
Oh, and that Liberator is back there. He's shelling inside. VS is trying to find their way in, but TR is stuck in very well.
That corner is so much has so many maxis and people on it, and the Magred is trying desperately to get kills. The oh no, I'm seeing a Harasser trying to kill the Magred. I was about to say that the VS had a pretty strong control of the surrounding of the building, but right now that Magred is dying. Oh, another one there. Yeah. Oh.
20 seconds left on the timer. VS trying it with their final push now, but TR has a lot of people inside. They have got a lot of maxes, and they are not killed.
That is probably the game right now. That point is what is making PTSD go ahead, and it's only 5 seconds from being captured. Point is not flipping, and
that is gotta be a cap of TR. PTSD now with a 2-1 lead. This is
let's get onto my Skylands now and watch if the point is being flipped or not. I'm seeing only TR on the Tumas Skylands.
Maybe I am seeing TR on Tumas.
The point is flipping on Tumas Skylands. Oh my god, PTSD is on fire.
And you do have a Thunder Park, PTSD, and they even pushing maxes on.
Already there. PTSD is cooking the VS.
They are taking down the timer. There's still not that many VS on the point. Now they're really pushing in.
Oh my god, they are going to have a warm welcome with those maxes. Let's see how the TR is set up on defense.
And the TR air is coming up. We do see those Banshee Mossies coming. Where is the VS air? Nowhere to be seen right now.
Oh, the TR is set up on the balcony and the gun deck. The point is flipping back though. The battle is pretty even actually. There's a lot of VS running around, but TR still has control of the balcony. Still not a lot of people inside the building.
TR is taking control of the point again. VS struggling to find their way in, and with TR with their air dominance right now, it's gonna be hard for them. Let's see where are these people going.
Oh, the TR seems to have a bit more people back in the point, including one max.
Yeah, but we see 4 or 5 TR Musties are making their way over to Tumas Skylands.
Banshee go brrr because the Banshees are there and they are killing everything. And the VS is trying to push. That max did not do anything. I hope that medic managed to revive him, but the Banshees are here and they are doing a pretty good job on cleaning up that VS push. And it's already 2 minutes 40 left to capture the base, and with 8 minutes left, that might be the last attack of the last struggle between both teams, because I don't think neither Tumas nor Chinaruk will be able to be captured with only 8 minutes left. I mean, it's possible right now, but this would be like really short.
If TR can manage to do just as good as transition that they just did for Tumas Skylands, it's technically possible for them to get the tech plant, but they need to be straight on the point when it happens.
I'm afraid they cannot capture tech plant because I think it's a 6-minute timer and there's only less than 2 minutes left. So with 2 minutes left on Tumas,
completely correct there.
It's the last base that PTSD can capture, but that would make them in a pretty solid lead with 3-1. So, I mean, PTSD has been convincing in that second round. Like, they struggle on the first capture, but they really did a good job.
PTSD struggled for quite a while there, and I was really thinking VS had it there. They got back on Hayoka, were ready on the point, but PTSD just had that one. They had that 1 second. That's all they needed, and they flipped on Chimney Rock again. And then it's just been TR trampling down. They got the point. Now they're going for Tumas Skylands as well. I mean, TR really managed to turn it around, even though we thought VS had a good grip on the second half here.
They did.
But they just needed that 1 second, and then they turned it.
They did really good precaps after precaps. Like with a few seconds left both time, I think. They managed to get a precap on the bases and get a capture, at least one capture and one which is going on. And there's only 1 minute left, and VS is not even close to the doors. I'm seeing the maxes, but that's not going to be enough for now. Like the TR is as many angles to shoot at them. They have pretty good control of the roofs, and oh, those maxes are alone. The migrators and the PPA site are here, so the TR has less control of the roofs right now, but I don't think that's going to be enough.
VS has regained some air control, but I don't think it will be enough. We see a lot of TR inside around the point and VS infantry scrambling in one by one.
They are inside and they have people near the point, but they are getting killed. The maxis are pretty far away from the point, so 15 seconds left. VS is really close to the point, but can they do it in the 10 last seconds? The light tests need to get on the point right now. Like, I don't know what they are doing trying to get killed. Like, they need bodies on the ground right now, and yep, PTSD has done it. Like, they managed to capture the base. And how many timer is left? Like, there's 5 minutes, so the only thing PTSD need to do is hold for a minute.
They now need to just defend Tumas Skylands. They cannot allow VS to recap.
They only have to do it for a minute.
On the point though.
That's 3-1 for PTSD right now. Oh, and I'm not seeing any VS presence on the map right now. Like, they have been wiped out. They don't have any spawn room, and maybe the TR can get a cap on Tumas Skylands just to secure the Tumas attack run, just to secure Tumas Skylands right here. That would be the best defense they can have. But I'm seeing a lot of VS redeploying to Tumas Skylands, and I don't think they can get a... Like, they have 30 seconds left to get a capture back on Tumas Skylands.
Yes, so. And they have no good spawn points all around. They either have to rely on their beacons or...
TR is dropping with beacons on the tech plants. But I think the VS is using the glory hole to get in defense as soon as possible. I'm not seeing Tumas Skylands being flipped, and TR is flipping the tech plant. They are trying to do it. They are trying to beat the Time Lord and capture the tech plant. And there's only 4 minutes and 6 seconds left, so I think it's pretty safe to say that PTSD is winning that match 3-1. But now we
4 minutes remaining. 4 minutes.
We have it 4 minutes remaining. Tech plant is flipped. VS do not have time to even capture Tumas Skylands after this. This is going to be a 3-1 win from PTSD. Really nice comeback from PTSD in the second round, but also really good opening from the VS. They did have the grip on the match from there. They did get the first point, making it 1-1, and they were hard on Hero Chemical. It just slipped up for 1 second. That's all what TR needed to just get that flip on Chimney Rock.
3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the round. They really stepped up their game.
That's over, and VS is on the point trying to kill the TR pushing, but it's over, and it was a really interesting match. Like, I'm happy it was that good and that tense to the first match for the tournament. The teams were pretty even, and we've seen good things from both teams. I think PTSD had overall a good strategy game on the first round, and they did an excellent pre-cap job on the second round that make them deserve their wins in both rounds. But the VS, as they fought back, like it was not an easy thing for PTSD to get those captures.
No, it comes down to that 1 second where VS was not fast enough to push in on Chemical. If they pushed in 1 second before and get the flip on the timer there, it would have gone the complete other way. We could have seen it 3-1 to VS now. This was a very, very equal match. PTSD just came out on top with just being prepared for that back cap when they actually had the chance.
Exactly, like the pre-cap game on the two captures, like the Chimney Rock one and the Thomas Skylines one were really good. Like they did a good job in defending AFSX Chemical and then moving back to old Chimney Rock. That was a really good one, like a second close one. So they did a good job on that one. So GG to both teams. I think at some point when the match is over, we're going to see the team captains for an interview.
Yes, I do think we will see after the match is completely over. It'll be a few minutes, and then the team captains will join us for a short post-match interview.
So yep, I think that's how it's going to work for us. We are going to have a nice interview. I think both the team captains will probably have a lot of things to say about the match because it was a really interesting one.
Most definitely, and I think both teams can at least take something positive out of this. VS really managing to turn it around after being pretty locked down in the first round.
Yep, and they had a strong air game. Like they did manage to get control of the air at several points, and it mattered a lot, especially in the start of the second one with the Scythe and the anti-air vehicle and the Liberators managing to get control of the surrounding of the base. For them, that landed their point for the match. So it was a really good job of them, and the vehicles were also a back and switch. Back and forth with the control of the surrounding of the bases at both times in AFSX Chemical and Chimney Rock. So they have a lot of things to work on, but they did a really good job fighting back on several occasions. Like they only lost 2 points because of the pre-cap game and only being faster in the logistics side of the game. Outside of that they
30
did
seconds.
Good infantry holds and retaking the base, the point building at several times. So I think they were just quicker at capturing. They could do a really good job, and they could face PTSD and win another match.
Oh, definitely. Another lane. This might have gone completely different. There
10,
are 7 lanes
9,
in this tournament,
8,
and
7,
all
6,
of them have different
5,
ways of attacking.
4, 3, 2, 1. End of match. End of match. PTSD wins 3-1.